Hello viewers, you know when I title a video "Damn you something" that I've just played a game that has made me absolutely apoplectic with rage. This one is Chronodash, though you wouldn't know it by the title screen. So what's wrong with Chronodash? Well, is there anything that isn't wrong with Chronodash? Oh, God. I've just bought this for 80 Microsoft points. It's very, very pretty for an Xbox Live indie game, in that the graphical quality is very high, but unfortunately the rest of the visual design is blander than a 10-volume text on the historical significance of crop rotation. Ah, God. Alright, well, I'll just have to show you. Oh, yeah, and this is something that made me laugh. When I originally played the demo version of this, the game doesn't contain an option to buy the full version. It's as though the developers knew no one would want to buy it. Alright, well, this is basically a first-person platformer against the clock. I immediately had a sinking feeling when I saw the phrase first-person platformer, because that very, very rarely works. I have it on good authority that it does sometimes, but mainly it doesn't. And this is no exception. Here we go, speedrun, reach the finish line before you explode. Not that you ever actually do explode, but anyway, let's get on with it. God. I can feel my intestines consuming themselves with fury and protest at having to experience this again. Here we go. 15 seconds. First off, a personal pet peeve of mine: no inverted y-axis. In this day and age, there is no excuse for not inverting the y-axis. I know that a lot of people find it strange to play inverted, but I've been playing with an inverted axis since Doom. It's not going to change now. And I may be in a minority, but it's not exactly a microscopic minority. We're not marginal. Oh, fuck off. So, anyway, that's bad enough, but judging distance in this is a right pain in the balls, as in most first-person jumping games, but that's by far not the worst part. Possibly the biggest problem is the misalignment of your character with the position of the camera. That is, you notice when you pick up these coins to extend your time, I don't know if you can tell just from watching it, but you have to actually walk past the coin before you pick it up. So the body of your character is actually further back than the camera is. And this is annoying enough when you have to take several runs at collecting a coin because you keep missing it. But it's even worse when you have to navigate a narrow platform or a narrow winding bridge and you just can't stay on the bastard thing because your body is not where it should be. Some of these things, if you fall off, you just run round, climb back up and try again. And it just costs you some time. That's fair enough. But if it happens to be a lava-based jump, when you fall in the lava, you go back to the beginning of the level. Ah, fuck balls! As though to demonstrate perfectly, here we are. So you don't get any, new time bonuses or anything. Oh, and incidentally, it's entirely possible to die jumping off that first jump. If you just hold the sprint button, because, it's a race to the finish, so that's a logical thing to do, you'll actually run too far off and kill yourself dropping to the floor. Ugh. Plus, my favourite thing in any sort of jumping game ever, and particularly one that pits you against the clock, an unresponsive jump button. And better yet, erratic jumping physics. I can't tell you how many times I've failed a jump and had to try and do it again just because on my previous attempt I've pressed A and my character's launched himself a mile forward effortlessly, and then the next time I've pressed A, or even sprinted and pressed A, and he's hopped like he has a pair of buffaloes strapped to his knees. It's just utterly despicable. And look at this, look at all this grey, 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 grey. Why would you bother to make a game so visually pretty in terms of quality and then design it so it's entirely made of grey cubes? And for a game that pits you against the clock in a race, you have to spend an awful lot of your time waiting for moving platforms to wander into range. And the thing just controls hideously. If I ever manage to get to the narrow footbridge bit, you might be able to tell from watching me that handling this feels like... Oh, fuck! Have I dropped out of the level? I have! I've dropped out of the bastard level into oblivion! Oh, fuck! Alright, hit back to restart. Jesus fucking Christ. But even... if I do ever eventually manage to get to the narrow footbridge bit, which represents the point I've so far not been able to get past in 40 minutes of play, you might be able to tell that controlling this character feels vaguely like trying to unicycle across a bouncy castle while clutching an agitated monkey that thinks your intentions for it are considerably less than honourable. I mean, it doesn't control like a badly designed platforming section in an otherwise platforming-free game. Never mind an entirely platform-centric game. I applaud the attempt, the ambition, the attention to graphical quality, if not actual design, and the attempt to do something pretty damn unusual for Xbox Live indie games. You know, usually if you see a 3D first-person game, it's a Minecraft knockoff or something, but dear God, could you please at least ask your mum or someone to play it for at least 10 seconds before you release it to market and start charging money? My God. Oh, fucking hell! I didn't even move then. The platform pushed me out of the level. I wasn't even touching the bastard stick. Oh, God. And there was a prime example. All I did was walk off the first platform in the game, and it killed me. What kind of design is this? Bear in mind, this is the very first level. I mean, I don't know how many levels there are, but if you take out all the time I lose by having to redo jumps and things, I'm probably all of about a minute into the level, at the point where I just can't get any further. There's this bridge, I've mentioned it a couple of times, this footbridge over lava, and I can't get past the bastard thing. Partly because of the really clumsy controls, but mainly because of the whole dislocation between your position and your apparent position. Even staring straight down at the ground, I can't stay on that bloody bridge. And this is the very beginning of the game. I mean, I got to that point in the demo, when it's impossible to even get through the demo version of the game, because it's so badly designed. You should take the bastard hint and not release it. So, welcome to Chronodash. Oh God, hopefully we won't launch into oblivion again. Fuck me! Oh God, all I did was turn. I didn't even walk. I just turned on the spot and fell off the platform. Get back here, you fucker. I haven't had more than about 3 seconds of fun in my entire experience with this game so far. Again, I want to make it clear that I don't bear the developers any ill will. I don't think they're bad people or anything. They've clearly made an effort. They've tried to do something out of the ordinary and ambitious. They've just completely fucked it up. And it doesn't help, of course, that every time I try to look down, I look up because of absence of inversion. There's no excuse for that in 2012. What's wrong with you people? Come on, come on. Again, you have to spend all this time basically waiting for a lift in what's meant to be a race. Or a time trial. No, don't just jump on the spot. Forward, forward! God. And forward! The fuck! And it's not so bad if you fail at making a jump or whatever because you maybe haven't mastered the controls, or it's a bit of a tricky jump and you just need some more practice with it. But almost every time I fail at a jump in this, I feel it's because the controls have let me down. Because, oh, fucking hell! Because the controls have been unresponsive, or turning on the spot causes me to fall through a wall, or whatever. I mean, this thing is a wreck. It's an absolute abomination. And you know a game is bad when I've been playing it for all of, 40 minutes or something? Ah, fuck me. And I just have to hook up all my recording equipment, even though it's the middle of the night, and sit here and make a video about it just to express my rage. Oh, fuck this shit. I'm not even going to try to get to the bastard footbridge. Just take my word for it. It's about as wide as a gnat's leg, and it just winds all over the place, and it's got lava underneath it that launches you all the way back to the start of the level if you take the slightest misstep, which you will, because the game will misstep you for you. So just don't buy it, don't look at it, don't acknowledge its existence. If you see Chronodash in the street, cross the road, avoid it, tell all your friends. This thing is a pitiful, abysmal wreck, and it should not have been released in this condition. Chronodash, avoid it. Okay, this is the bit. About 15 minutes after I stopped recording, this is it. The bloody bridge. I've never managed to get past this bit. And I say 15 minutes, I mean 15 minutes of redoing the same couple of jumps over and over again. Oh, God. Alright. Here we go. Frigging piece of crap. God. Just... Oh, don't twitch about like that, you dick. Oh! Cutbags! Oh! Ball smothering ass plunge! God damn it! Right back at the start of the bloody level again. I mean, I feel a bit bad for the developers. No one wants to see their project ripped to shreds, and I'm sure they worked very hard on it, but this thing is a disgrace. Back to the drawing board, Chronodash. Back to the drawing board extremely and dangerously fast. Damn you to hell, piece of crap.